Standing out here in the playing fields, everything looks very bright. Grass cut and lovely clear sky, sun shining down. I popped out here the other night and looked up into the sky, and it was even clear at night time. According to the news, due to the cut down of planes flying and being grounded, the skies are starting to clear, the atmosphere is improving, which means visibility, transparency is all improving. There's something about looking into the sky at night. If you go out when the moon's shining, or especially when the stars are there, you get a sense of the greatness and grandeur of the universe. And it maybe makes us look at ourselves and say, well, who am I in the midst of this? You know, I seem to be really small, unimportant when you think of infinity, when you look at space itself, everything going on and on. We maybe think that's a new idea, and yet it's terribly old. We see a comment on it in the book of Psalms, Psalm 8, when the writer said, when I look up at the stars in the sky or the moon, and I look at myself, I ask, well, who am I? Who would be concerned about me? And he has then a sense of God, and he realizes, isn't it wonderful that God could be concerned about me when I see the vastness of space? Tuesday night, I heard at the news time an astronomer speaking, and he said, if you go out on Tuesday evening, about 9 o'clock, look up to the sky, you'll see the planet Venus shining above all other stars. It's double the brightness, and it is a steady brightness, not a sparkling effect. So sure enough, about 9, quarter past 9, I went out and looked up into the sky, and Venus was shining. You couldn't miss it. I took a photograph myself, and I wasn't sure whether it would come out very well, so as I usually do, I rang Robert, and he went and took one outside his house, and if you look, you will see what has come from the camera. And certainly at Robert's, where the houses are round and the light's shining, the star is still so visible, as we call it. Venus used to be known as the evening and the morning star. I don't know whether that term is applicable now. Certainly it was a common one in the past. The reason being that if you went out in the evening and you saw it, it was the star shining above everything, the evening star. And then if you got up early in the morning before dawn broke, you would see it just before the light faded from it. It would have been the last star of the night. It was heralding a new day. Well, I took a photograph on Tuesday night, but I must confess I didn't get up on Wednesday morning very early, and I don't know whether it could have been visible or not, but certainly it had the title, The Evening and the Morning Star. The one at night, but the one in the morning that showed that the day was beginning, a new day as the sun burst forth, and the night had gone. In the last book of the Bible, in the book of Revelation, the Apostle John is given a picture of Jesus coming into the last verses. And Jesus says, I am the bright and the morning star. Now that would have had significance 2,000 years ago, or almost 2,000 years ago when it was written. Perhaps they saw a morning star as the one reminding everybody that the night was over and there was a new day about to begin. When John wrote Revelation, he was speaking to his people, the followers of Jesus, who knew trouble. There was persecution, there was uncertainty, and they wondered, what will we do? This is a dark place. And he records those words as God speaks them into his heart. I, said Jesus, am the bright and the morning star. This pain, this darkness will one day pass, and you will see a new light. You will see something different with me, the resurrected Jesus, because I will make all things new. There'll be a new heaven and a new earth. Times are dark at the moment. We see sickness, we see stress and pressure, we see economic uncertainty as presented to us maybe just today. And in all of that darkness and pain, Jesus speaks saying, I am the bright and the morning star. There is hope when this ends, but there is a bigger ultimate hope at the very end. And in fact, John also records just before these verses, these words, one day there will be that new beginning in the presence of Jesus. And as we put our trust and faith in him and in his resurrection, then there will be no more pain, no more suffering, no more crying, for the former things will have passed away. Hopefully that light of Christ will shine in our hearts now, until one day we see him as he is, face to face, and through faith we understand when he said, I am the bright and the morning star.